Hello. I was chatting to one of the guys and they were going to be making a carbonara and they just weren't quite sure how to do it. And I'm terrible at explaining things, so I figured I'd make a quick video and maybe some of you will find some use from it, considering everyone's stuck at home in self-isolation. So we're going to make a carbonara. I've got fresh pasta. There's about 300 grams there. It's probably going to make enough to feed about 3 people or 2 with leftovers for tomorrow. About 150 grams of bacon. I left all the fat in there too, it's important. 2 egg yolks separated and 1 egg. 50 grams of Gran Padano cheese, and then don't be telling your Italian grandmother, but I'm going to add a bit of garlic into it as well. I chopped it with bacon. You know how to chop bacon, you know how to separate eggs. I'm just going to show you a little quick tip here with garlic. My hands are washed and cleaned and sanitized already. So you peel your garlic clove with the side of your knife and the heel of your hand, crush it down. The salt there acts as an abrasive, so what you want to do is hold your knife at an angle, place your 3 fingers there, but keep them away from the front of the blade, and just press down and pull it back across the salt, and keep doing that, and you'll grind it into a nice fine paste. And you won't have to worry about cleaning a garlic crusher. Some ASMR there as well, if you're into that kind of thing. So I've teleported over to my cooking area. I've got a pan on here with a bit of oil in it, and I've got my water simmering here for my pasta. So I'm just going to add some salt to this. You really want it to taste like the sea when you're cooking pasta, so don't be afraid to try it. My pan's on quite a low heat here. We didn't hear a sizzle when the bacon goes in. It's probably one of the only times that I'll do that. If I'm cooking duck, I'll use a relatively cold pan to start off with as well. But we want to be able to render the fat out of the bacon and cook it slowly for maybe the next 6 or 7 minutes. So our bacon has started to render down. You can see all of the fat is coming out of it as well. If you have too much fat, don't be afraid to drain some of it away, but you still want a good quantity, probably a good tablespoon of fat in there, and it's going to help with the emulsifying of the sauce in the end up. I forgot to mention as well, bacon's not a traditional ingredient either really in carbonara. They normally use a prosciutto or something like that, but I like using just a nice smoked bacon. This is a maple smoked bacon. My water's at a rolling boil, so I'm just going to add my fresh pasta. I normally use the fresh pasta just for time really, more than anything. Within the next 3 to 4 minutes that's going to be ready to go and go into our food. So the pasta, I'm just going to add that bacon that I minced up earlier.
Your bacon?
The garlic. Just adding the garlic that I minced up earlier. I'm going to let it cook off slightly. You don't want the garlic to burn, that's why it's going in at this point when the bacon's nice and crispy and rendered out. And while we're waiting on the pasta and the garlic, what we're going to do is beat up our eggs. Just give them a quick whisk. You could season your eggs as well, but with the salt used for the garlic and the pasta water, it is going to be overkill. So I'm just adding my cheese into that and giving it a little mix around. Next, some cracked black pepper. Just going to add it in here. I'm very liberal with my pepper, I love pepper. At this point as well, what we're going to do is take some of the cooking water from the pasta and add it into our mixture. Just going to pour a little bit of it in. We don't want to pour too much of it in because it'll cook our eggs on us. But it just helps the sauce consistency here at the end by adding some in now. So essentially what happens with the carbonara is the eggs and the cheese and then your bacon fat will make an emulsion. So the eggs will cook out and they'll all emulsify together and make that really nice creamy carbonara sauce. So I'm just going to turn the heat down on this. And our pasta should be ready as well. Just want to give it a quick toss. Fresh pasta, literally 2 to 3 minutes and you're ready to go. Just going to drain the pasta off. It doesn't need to be perfectly drained here because we still want some of that pasta water. It's full of starch. You can see the cloudiness of it. That's all going to help with our sauce as well. So I'm going to add it into my bacon and garlic here. And I'm going to turn the heat off right away. And give it a little toss. Get all that bacon mixed in around. All the fat mixed through the pasta and the pasta water. And mixing it around like this as well helps it cool off a bit because we don't want to overcook the egg yolks and end up with scrambled egg. So let's see, it's cooled off now. What I'm going to do is just take my pasta, my egg and cheese mix and add it into my pasta and give it a quick stir. You see it's starting to form a nice sauce in there. And again, the heat's off here because if it was too hot you would be scrambling your eggs. And now depending on the consistency you like your sauce as well, so that's a bit tight for me at the moment. I have my pasta water saved here, so I'm just going to add a little bit more pasta water in to loosen it up. Some more ASMR. You can really start to see in the pan there that creamy looking sauce just from the eggs and the water and the fat. And that's about it really. Just dish it up into your plates and you're good to go. Yep, that's it. Christmas Cowboy Carbonara.